Alright lads, it's IDZHD here from On The Ball Gaming, and this is a quick little video just showing my Barclays Premier League team of the season so far. Now at the moment it is February, coming towards the end of February, and I just thought, like, fuck it, I'll make a video and just tell you guys what I think would be the best starting 11 out of the whole players from the Premier League or whatever. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get straight into it. As you can see, we are playing a 3-5-2. I would normally play a 4-4-2 if I was to do a team of the season, because I think that's the fairest way of picking the team of the season, because you have a variety of positions. You have midfielders, you have wingers, you have strikers, and you've got a standard back four. So I think obviously the team of the season will be in a 4-4-2 at the end of the year, but to be honest, this isn't a video about what I think is going to be the team of the year or the team of the season even, but it's actually my team of the season, what I would pick. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Now in the goalkeeper position, I don't think there's any debate about it. David De Gea has definitely been the best goalkeeper by far in the Premier League. Look up David De Gea saves on YouTube, and like some of the saves he's made this year is absolutely fantastic. He has single-handedly won games for Manchester United this year, and has been absolutely fantastic. I remember I watched a match, I think it was Man United against Everton, and David De Gea just was outstanding, and I'd never seen a performance like that from a keeper in my whole life. In the very centre back position, we have a bit of a controversial player, that is John Terry. I personally hate him. I just don't like him at all. It has nothing really to do with Chelsea or anything like that. I just hate him as a person. He's in my opinion, he's a scumbag. Obviously doing all that with fucking Wayne Bridges' wife, and also the racist accusations that were brought against him about a year or two ago, and he's just not a nice person at all. But at the same time, he's a very good footballer, and he has been for many years for Chelsea, and obviously he contributes a lot, well, probably more so than anyone, to Chelsea's very impressive defensive record over the last few years in the Premier League. So on to the next centre back now. We probably have another kind of controversial one, is Skrtel. He's not a controversial player himself, but it's probably a controversial choice. To be honest, I think that Liverpool's defensive system has kind of been very good recently, and a lot of it has been down to Skrtel, but I think most of it has been down to the system that we play at the moment is the 3-5-2, and it definitely works. Or whatever we play with the three at the back, it definitely does work out for us, and we haven't conceded an away goal since mid-December, and obviously we're coming up to the end of February now, so obviously that's a very impressive defensive stat, and obviously Skrtel being the main defender in there, obviously says a lot about him. So on to the next centre back, we have who I think is by far the best centre back in the Premier League this season. To be honest, there hasn't been many outstanding centre backs, but this guy has been the pick of the lot in my opinion. He's been really fucking good. Jose Fonte. Obviously Southampton have the best defensive record in the Premier League this season, and I think a lot of it is down to him, his experience and his organisation of the back four, and he's a very good player, and I think he's definitely the best defender in the Premier League this season. So I'd say a few clubs might come in for him next year, and maybe it might be a good idea for Liverpool to go in for him, but you never know. Anyway, on to the next two players, which are the CDMs. I've gone for Nemanja Matic, another player that's, there's not much debate about whether he's in the team or not. He is in the team. He's probably in everyone's team of the season. He's an outstanding hold mid. He's decent on the ball as well. He gets up and down the pitch, puts in a lot of decent tackles. I remember, what was it? I think I was at an Ireland and Serbia game, and Matic was outstanding. He controlled the game, and he was just absolutely fantastic. And from that day, I've had a lot of respect for him as a player, because he was outstanding. In the next CDM spot alongside him, we have Jose Fonte's fellow teammate Morgan Schneiderlin. I think he's been injured for a while now, but at the start of the season, and he was very good, and definitely contributed a lot to Southampton's very impressive defensive record, and yeah, I can definitely see him getting a team of the season this year again. I'm pretty sure he had one last year, so yeah, that's obviously impressive, playing for a team like Southampton. And well, obviously Southampton are doing very well this year, should I say, so I don't know what I'm saying there, but obviously it's very impressive for a player to get 2 team of the seasons in a row. Especially when he's not really a big name player, do you know what I mean? He's you know, he's sort of a name that isn't very well known, but obviously he still is doing fairly well for himself. So moving on to the wingers now, I actually have a right winger, I think he is. He is indeed. Oh, sorry, it's not Bojan. It is. Ah, for fuck's sake. It is Raheem Sterling. Now, it was between him and Eriksen for the left mid spot, and the reason why I went for him was because I think Eriksen's very similar to the player I have playing in Cam, so I went for Raheem Sterling because he adds a bit of variety to the team, and obviously he adds a bit of youth, and I think every kind of team needs a bit of youth in it to kind of, I don't know, have that extra bit of drive and, you know, kind of will to, you know, get into the game really. And yeah, he's been very impressive for Liverpool this year, obviously with Suarez leaving and Sturridge being out injured for most of the season. There's a lot of pressure on Sterling to step up and really do a good job, and of course he did, especially playing as a lone striker, which he's not used to, but I think he played that role very well. But hopefully with Sturridge back, Sterling can go back out to his normal position out wide, or maybe playing just behind him where Lallana and Coutinho have been playing. So in the right mid position we do have, where is he? I think he's in my club. Yeah, Alexis Sanchez. Without doubt, he was always going to be in this team. Obviously, I think he's one. I think he's probably is the best signing in January or the summer, and yeah, definitely contributed really well to Arsenal's decent season, I guess. Well, I suppose they're not having the greatest season ever, but he's been the standout player for them, scoring a lot of important goals, a lot of good goals, and yeah, it's been very enjoyable to watch a player like him in the Premier League. So in the cam position then, we have a personal favourite of Rock Chapel Gunner is Santi Cazorla. He is a very good player in my opinion. I got to see him play at the West Ham and Arsenal match that we went to see, and he was very impressive in that game. And yeah, he's been very impressive all season, and yeah, he's an outstanding playmaker. Obviously he scores goals, he scores a lot of penalties, and yeah, he's very important for Arsenal, as is Alexis Sanchez. And yeah, definitely the standout cam of the Premier League this season in my opinion. So into the strikers now, we do start off with Sergio Aguero, and he will be partnered up front with Diego Costa. Now I don't think you can argue that that would be a deadly strike force if that was if they played up front together. But yeah, they've been absolutely outstanding this season. Obviously both of them are the Premier League's 2 top goal scorers, and you know, Diego Costa, I don't personally like him. Obviously that's another Chelsea player that I don't like, but it's nothing to do with Chelsea. It's more so to do with just them 2 particular players, John Terry and Costa. But Costa is obviously a bit dirty himself. Obviously that stamp on Chan was not the nicest thing to see, but obviously you can't deny that he is a clinical finisher and scores some very important goals for Chelsea. And obviously Sergio Aguero is obviously has been very impressive this year again, as he always has been for Manchester City. And you know, I can see him being in the Premier League for many years to come and still banging in the goals. So that's my Premier League team of the season, guys. I hope I didn't bore you too much. Basically just obviously getting back into the swing of things of making videos and stuff. This was an easy video to make, and obviously this isn't going to get us, you know, 1,000 views or whatever. This is kind of just to show you guys I don't know, like the players that I'm liking in the Premier League this year. So obviously let me know who would be in your team of the season. Let me know, do you think my team was better, do you think Rock Chapel Gunners team was better, and let us know what you think. So, and let us know if we disagree with any players that I put in or anything like that. So yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and goodbye.